Hello, Whiskey Throttle family. Thanks for joining us for our new podcast here called Sideways. And we're joined, kicking it off with a hell of a guest. It's Aaron Plessinger, the cowboy. Welcome, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me, brother. I appreciate it.
Oh, man, you're like the perfect guest to kick this off. This is going to be a shorter podcast, a little bit looser, a little bit more fun, just a little more casual than what we typically do with the Whiskey Throttle Show. It's brought to you by our friends at Ethica, motorsport.com. And we appreciate their support. Probably some more folks coming in, but they're our initial backers for this. So we're stoked to have them. Start us off by just talking to us a little bit about how we're looking for 25.
Yeah, man, we're really looking good. The team came down and tested with us probably around 3 weeks ago now, and man, we just been logging laps. Me, Barsha, Malcolm Stewart, and Chase has been out there, and then yeah, RJ has been slowly getting back into the roll of things, but yeah, man, we're having a blast out here, and it's going good. The bike's working good. I'm feeling good. We did one of the strongest motos we have done this year today. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Any big changes on the bike or kind of just fine tuning stuff?
Kind of just fine tuning stuff. Nothing too majorly different on the bike. All's pretty much the same. I pretty much just said, give me my setup from last year, and we'll go from there. And that's what we did. And we have some new stuff, new suspension things that we're working on. But other than that, it's pretty much plug and
Great.
play, man.
Yeah, I love it. Okay. And I wanted to know, well, let's start with this because I'm eyeballing your mustache. You got me handled in the mullet department. I'm not even in the game, but I'm kind of like, I don't know. His is pretty solid. Who's got who covered here in the mustache world right
Dude, you got me covered on the thickness, man. You
now?
got me
Ah,
you got me beat on the thickness for sure. And down the sides, mine are still like mine's kind of being immature these days. It's like when I wake up, it's all poked up in different ways, and I'm itching my nose half the day, and I'm trying to get it to lay down like yours, man.
oh yeah, man. Hey, we should do a first thing in the morning mustache photo because mine looks like bomb just went off on it.
Dude,
Snot in
so
it. I'm just like,
sometimes I'll wake up and dude, it's just poked up right here. I'm like, dude. And I'm in there like trying to comb it down. It just doesn't want to.
yeah, look at us. All right. You know what they say, ladies love the thickness. So I mean,
Yeah, that's
I'm just gonna leave it at that. All right, give me last moto question. Then I got some other stuff for you. But what is your boot camp like? Boot camps didn't exist in the 90s. That was boot camp was going to Club Rubber and partying. You know what I mean? And then you got serious with your training later. But what
yeah.
does a boot camp look like these days? So give me a kind of a typical week.
Yeah, so usually we start off Monday by obviously riding, and like before riding, well, morning warm up, maybe like 20 minutes on the rowing machine or the spin bike or something like that, get us kind of going. And then at the track, Mondays are pretty stacked. We usually have a 20 just about every single day. And then yeah, we'll ride Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then uh, in the week on Tuesday and Thursday, we'll have gym. And then Wednesdays and Saturdays, Wednesday we'll do around an hour 15 bike ride. And then on Saturdays, it's like an hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on, how close we are to the season or not. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty like basic riding schedule. It's just, the things we do in between, or like the things we do in the riding and in the gym are kind of what separates the schedules.
Is it a little more volume and then you kind of get down to more intensity later on as you get closer?
Yeah, I would say we're working on more moto stuff right now, more longevity stuff to get our base where it needs to be. And then uh yeah, like say after A1, I don't know if we'll ride on Tuesday or Monday or Tuesday, but like once we get into the season, we'll do more of that sprint, like hard for a shorter time lapse.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, I love it, dude, and I'm looking forward to more wins from AP this year. So let's make it happen.
Me and you both, man.
You've got some pretty cool partners. I was kind of looking through all your sponsor list. You got like Paradise Chevrolet, DBK, and I was looking through it and I'm like, does Twitch pay you in like weed or gummies or something? How does that work? I mean, it's
As
cool
much as
because he loves you, man. He's got all kinds of cool stuff that you can get over there, AP gear.
no, yeah, yeah, he is awesome, and as much as I would like that, the
It's just a
Supercross Motocross Series would not like that so much, but no, we worked out a deal. I think it's been like 3 years, or maybe even we might be going on our fourth year now. But in 2021, I hit him up because he had like kind of planted the seed in doing
No pun
some of
intended.
my stuff. Yeah, yeah, no pun intended. But yeah, he kind of got it in my ear, and I just got to thinking about it, and I was like, man, it'd be sick if you could just if we could just go in on a deal, and I help design a little bit of the clothes, and then they just pretty much do everything else. So we got set on a number, and that's pretty much how it is. Like they'll come up with a few ideas, they'll pitch them by me, I'll modify them if I need to. Usually I don't even need to do anything. They just send me some stuff, and they're like, hey, do you like this? And I'm like, hell yeah, let's send it. So that's been going on for 4 or almost 4 years now, and yeah, I couldn't be happier. They're killing it over there, and usually when I hit them up and say how's it doing, they're like, dude, you have nothing to worry about. Your stuff's going flying off the shelves.
They move big numbers. Twitch is better than maybe anybody I know at just doing things right from a business standpoint and staying relevant. He's gnarly.
Yeah, yeah, he's awesome. I mean, and yeah, I mean, from freestyle to businessman, he plays that role perfectly.
Yeah. Well, he's just him. He's just himself, right? Like
Yeah,
you're not
yeah,
playing a character. You're just you. It makes it easy to kind of do whatever and be legit.
yeah,
How's
yeah, for
the
sure.
karaoke game, man? I know this is you're pretty well known for that. You still I don't see any like karaoke jams in the car.
Dude, I got my guitar right here.
Oh, look at you.
No, on the karaoke thing. Um, yeah, I just some days I'm in it to win it, and then I get in my car and I'm ready to sing, and then some days I'm freaking beat tired, dude.
Yeah.
But I need to get back on it. I've been slacking in that department. I need to get back on it. I need to start posting more stories, more karaoke. I'm about to just call it karaoke week, because I can't really find a day
Yeah,
that's
right.
really good for it. It used to be karaoke Fridays, but Fridays when I get into season, it's so bad because I'm usually either flying
Yeah.
or I'm so busy at press day that it just doesn't work out. But I need to get back on it for sure.
Yeah, the people need it. What are you listening to? Like I was wondering if you were old school country, like a little Johnny Cash or Waylon, or is it like, 90s, like Travis Tritt, that kind of stuff, and Alan Jackson, or is it modern stuff, Stapleton and
Yeah, so I love all music. Um no matter what it is, pretty much. And like this week I was listening to like Creed and 3 Days Grace and those guys. And then on the way home, actually, I was listening to a little bit of Yellow Wolf, and get my rap game back on. And then now usually I'll be listening to Riley Green or like Travis Tritt or Alan Jackson. I put it on Pandora, and I pay for the Pandora, so no ads. No. And then I usually put it on just like country hits, and whatever comes through there is ringing in my brain.
You want to sing us a few bars or something, or are you feeling good about it? Well, I know that's pressure.
Oh, that is pressure. I don't know. What do you want me to sing?
I don't know, man. What's your song? What's your jam right now? Did you get, by the way, did you get the song I sent you that I'm like, AP, this has got to be your intro song and opening ceremonies? Did you get that? I
I
texted,
don't know that I listened to I don't know that I listened to it.
I'm gonna text
I'll
it to you
listen
again.
to it.
I sent you what has got to be your opening ceremony song. Dude, it's legit. I don't know if you've ever gotten into Chris Ledoux, but he's the man. It'd be perfect for you. Um, what's a movie? What's your favorite movie? What's a movie you watch over and over?
Movies. Um, Usually, I mean, obviously, I like Step Brothers. I like, Talladega Nights. Um, Man, I really like. I can't get enough of Joe Dirt,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and and like a lot of people didn't like it that they come out with a second one, but I mean, it's not as good for sure. But I don't know why. I love it.
Still like it.
I still like it. It's just like David Spade is insane with his stuff.
Yeah.
I think no, wait, that's David Spade, right? Yeah, 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 yeah. He's it, it gets me speechless every time I think about him because he's good, and he was best friends with Chris Farley, the another great improv comedian actor guy, and just I don't know. Just I love his movies. I love everything about what he does, and yeah, I can't get enough of Joe Dirt.
Oh yeah. Black Sheep, Tommy Boy. Those are like, for me, they're at top of the list.
Yeah, dude,
Um,
Tommy Boy, I love it.
so
It's
good.
so good.
He's got a podcast with Dana Carvey called Fly on the Wall. If you're ever,
Yes.
it's pretty damn funny. And they have one called Superfly that's like a spinoff, and it's just those two riffing. It's super funny. All right. I'm gonna give you a scenario right now. Okay.
Gotcha.
Like really lean into this and just come at me with the answers right away. Okay, you're in a bar. It's a cowboy bar. You got a big hat on, big belt buckle. You're hammered drunk. You're hammered drunk.
Vibing.
Music's going, and whoever it is, just pick your favorite guy. And all of a sudden, a brawl breaks out, right? People are just throwing hands left, right. It's shit's flying, glasses breaking. And you look up, and everybody that's on the line in the 450 main, they're involved. They're in there. Everybody's in there fighting. Who do you go punch?
Who do I go punch? Oh man, it has to be one of those guys.
An AMA official walks in. You can hit him too.
Hey,
It's
if
anybody in the
I'm
Supercross pits.
hey, if I'm oh man, that is a tough one. I'm gonna say man, because I don't really have any I
You're
don't really
drunk.
have
You
any
can always just
enemies.
go, "Hey, sorry, dude.
Hey,
I'm
I'm
drunk."
if I'm drunk, I'm going I'm going straight up to the smallest guy. I'm punching Coop. And I don't think he'll take it, I don't think he'll take it personal because I've been drunk around him before and I've been pushing him around. So hey, we're used to
Sorry about that, Coop. Too many beers. No worries.
it.
All right, I like it. It's a good answer. Tell me tell me where you're at on the conspiracy theory wagon. Like, I got the full tinfoil hat. I'm all in on shit. Where are you at on the moon landing? Flat Earth? What do you think?
Yeah,
Are you
dude.
like, are you like, nah, dude, that's crazy? Are you like, maybe? Or are you like, we absolutely didn't go to the moon?
So I the moon landing to me, Our conspiracy theories to me, it like if you'd asked me in 2020, I'm full I'm full tin cap for sure. I was in the Q stuff. I was climbing the ladder of the conspiracy. But to me, it's almost like if you look something up enough and you like the moon landing, right? Say you never looked it up in your life before and you're for like firm believer and this and that, and then say, me or you come up to him and it's like, hey, have you actually like dove into it? Like have you looked into it? And if somebody would to go and look into it, I think, it could swing one of two ways. I think they could get lost in the rabbit hole, go down it and be like, we didn't go to the moon, or they could be like, this is bull. We went to the moon. But
What's your
the
gut?
moon one is tough. The moon one's tough for me. My gut says it's not real because there's so much stuff that combats it. But,
Yeah, no, I'm
we
not
could
putting you down. I'm just saying where you at. What about flat Earth? This
flat
one,
earth.
this is a crazy one to me. This is the one that I can't even get on because I'm like, well, what would be the benefit of telling people the Earth's flat? Who cares?
Yeah, for real. Like it's if it were a globe, if it were flat, I don't think if you were to go on living your life, it's not going to change.
It doesn't matter.
But I did see a video, like, dude, stuff comes up on my Instagram, and it just blows my mind what like conspiracy theories and stuff comes up on my Instagram. But I was watching this video the other day, and it had a ship just sailing out, big, like Disney cruise size, and it was sailing out, and then all of a sudden it started to, you know, sink down and get lower and lower and lower. So like I think I think we're on a globe for sure. I think maybe like 75%.
Yeah. I don't think so.
But
I don't think that's true. All right, last one.
yep.
Is Michelle Obama a man? You've seen the videos,
Yeah,
dude. She's
yeah. It's
dancing in that
Mike.
dress and that wiener is swinging. It's like, whoa. I know we
That
can say
thing,
that.
yeah,
That's a
she's
dude.
got a hog.
It's Big Mike.
Yeah, she's got a hog. Yeah, that's Big Mike for sure. They even talked about him. And you look up pictures and it's Mike's face, just long hair. That's
Even
Mike
said
for
me and
sure.
Michael. I mean Michelle. All right.
Yeah, yes.
I'm not nailing you down on anything. Uh, somebody gives you 50 grand, says, here, I'm going to give you this money. Go start a business. What business do you get into? Let's say you're done racing at this point and you're like, damn, what am I going to do? And someone just hands you cash. Go start a business.
Somebody a business I would start could be like a personal business.
Whatever you want.
I'm going I'm going to stream video games. I'm buying the baddest setup and I'm streaming video games and I'm making 20 mil a year. And I'm giving that 50 grand. I'm giving that 50 grand plus 100 or 200, however much I make in a year, I'll give them half of it
All right.
because video games to me has blown up to and like just streaming in general has blown up to
Yeah.
new heights. And dude, they're making money. They're making ad revenue. They're making money on YouTube. They're making money on every
Oh, yeah.
streaming platform that, yeah,
What game would you
it's
stream?
crazy.
What game?
Most likely Call of Duty for sure.
Okay.
I would do that. And then I would do some of the hunting games they have because they've gotten pretty good with their hunting games now. And then it's me being me, I'd probably do like MX Simulator or MX Bikes, whatever the newer dirt bike game is getting along.
Dude, I remember when I was a kid, we had Duck Hunter or Duck Hunt on Nintendo. That was as cool as it
Oh,
got. And that
dude,
was dope back then. It's much
dude. And I wish ourselves as little kids can see how evolved video games have gotten
it's
right
crazy.
now, because it yeah, it'd blow our brains up.
Yeah, for
It's
sure.
wild.
Do you have a favorite sports team, non-moto?
I got NFL and I got college football. I
Okay.
got Georgia Bulldogs, college football, and then I got the Bengals, the Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay. Bengals
I
makes
had,
sense.
I had to make a sacrifice. I had to make a sacrifice. I was diehard Ohio State until me and my wife got married, and then
You from Georgia?
I, I married into Georgia, so I had
I
to make
like
the
the
switch.
compromise. You got to give a little, throw the red sweatshirt on.
Yeah, it was either I pick Ohio State and the Falcons, or I picked the Cincinnati Bengals and Georgia Bulldogs.
It's,
I'm not mad at my picks for sure.
I like it. I like it. You got good teams this year.
Yeah,
All
man, somewhat.
right. Tell me this. We invent a time machine. Where do you go and when do you go?
When were I want to say it's the 80s,
Hmm.
maybe. The 80s, was that when the bell bottom jeans and the
That was
boots?
60s.
I'm going there.
Going to the
I'm
60s?
going 60s. I'm going to the 60s, and then I want to use that time machine again and go from the 60s to 99 so I can party like it's the end of the world.
I lived that. That was a good time.
I was too young, but
Yeah, yeah. Well, if you go to the 60s, take some penicillin with you. You
All
might
right.
need it. And take Twitch too. You'd love the 60s. Uh, is there a fictional character that you identify with? Maybe a superhero, maybe a cartoon guy.
um, man, I'm not too sure.
TV character. Maybe it's Joe Dirt.
Yeah, I would say Joe Dirt for sure.
All right, you
I
got
mean,
there in common.
we're we're both pretty redneck, and I feel like hanging out with Joe Dirt would be a damn good time.
Don't eat a burger off a space peanut, dude.
Nah, I would advise him better.
Yeah. All right. Last weird question. Anybody in the history of time you could go back and have a beer with? Who would it be? Anybody. This could be anybody, living or dead.
I think uh I think JB Mooney, bro.
All right. Why? Tell me about that. Why?
He's just a gnarly dude. And I would just like to pick his brain on like everything, and like decision making in such a short amount of time, and like how the injuries went and how it is to ride a freaking 1-ton bull, and just be in the face of a such a gnarly sport like that, like how it is, and smoking cigarettes the whole time he was professional, just like all the badass stuff. Just pick his brain on that, man.
I like that. I would definitely pick somebody not around, like maybe Sinatra. Like I would want to
I
know
was actually listening to him the other day.
Frank's legit. Yeah, I love it.
Unreal.
How's the family doing, dude? Tell me a little bit about that before we let you go.
Yeah, man. They're growing like weeds. My little dude Jake is a ate up with football.
Oh,
He's
really?
playing flag football. Yeah, he loves flag football. He just got what, a touchdown or two the other night at his final game. They finished the season out. And
How
yeah,
cool is
so he's
that?
growing like a weed. Dude, it's amazing. It's so cool just finding stuff that they love. And
Yeah.
then, dude, at the house, I mean, that's what I was doing before I got on this with you. I was throwing the football with him because I'll be sitting on the couch and I'll just go, Dad, catch, and I'll see a freaking football flying at my face. So, but no, he's doing awesome. I actually just acquired another horse, and yeah, that's for my 14-year-old. She's getting really, really good in barrel racing and jumping horses. So we needed to split the jumping horse and the barrel horse. We couldn't have him as one anymore. She's getting too good, pressing different buttons on the horses. So um but yeah, she's doing awesome. She's out at the barn just about every single day that she can. Every day we let her go. And then my youngest, my 3-year-old, she's doing 3-year-old stuff. We just had a little Christmas program they had put together for her. I didn't get to go, but my wife filmed it, and she was up there doing her dance moves and all that. And she's rambunctious, man. She's like she makes friends wherever she goes. It's so funny to watch, and it's so awesome.
That age, like 3, 4, 5, 6, they're just like so untainted by the world. You know what I mean? They're just like, oh man, that's a cool age. What's your favorite age?
Yeah.
You kind of got a pretty big span.
Yeah, I'd say well, my most favorite age is when they couldn't tell you no.
Mhm.
So that's one of my favorite ages, which is when they're about this big.
Yeah,
And then when they learn to talk,
days old.
it's all over. But no, I mean they all have their things that I love seeing them do. And I think my favorite age is where Jake's at right now. He's like 6.5, and he's just like so amped to do everything,
Yeah.
like anything and everything. I mean, unless he doesn't want to do it. When he doesn't want to do it, it's not very good for anybody. But but no, I think that it's just watching him be so excited and so just amped up to do whatever it is, football, ride, go outside, just anything and everything. Um, I think that's one of the coolest ages.
And like from that age on too, you really have a wingman, right? Like if you want to go do something, hey bud, let's go jump off this tree into the creek or like they're down, you know.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, they're ready to do whatever you want to do, and it's awesome.
that's sweet. Well, dude, I appreciate you taking the time to do this. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know we're coming up on Christmas and the New Year and A1. I'm pumped for you, dude. I'm pulling for you always. So have a good Christmas and let's kick some ass in Anaheim. I'll be up in the stands with a cowboy hat on, yelling.
All righty, that sounds good. I appreciate it, Dave. I appreciate you having me on here, and yeah, dude, let's do this again soon.
Hey, let me tell you, since Ithaca is our big partner here, what's like your favorite pair of underwear? You got an AP branded set, or what do you like?
I do I do have an AP branded set, but I think that it is so badass. It's got a horse on it. It's got a cowboy hat, everything. But I do think, man, my favorite ones. I think I got them right here. Let
Oh, get
me
them,
just 1 second.
get them.
Boom, boom, boom. Are
Oh,
you ready?
let's have a look. Oh, sorry for you, just listeners. I'm gonna describe them. The bulldogs. Oh man, your
Georgia
old lady loves
Bulldogs.
those. Huh? These are
Son, I
these are
wear
your
these every Saturday.
Georgia Bulldogs, man. Hey, you put those on when you want some action, don't you?
Oh, dude, yeah. Yeah,
I need to see
she
an
can't get enough
Instagram
of
post of
those.
you just walking through the house and nothing but those.
And I'll secretly video her cutting her eyes at me.
Right on, brother. Hey, have a Merry Christmas. Thanks for joining us here for the initial episode, and we'll see you at A1, buddy.
All righty, sounds good. I appreciate you guys having me on, and we'll see you at A1.
Right. Thanks, dude.
See ya.
If you like this video, please be sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our future videos, comment what you thought, and share it with your friends.